On this episode, a 21-year-old man shot and killed by NYPD officer following a domestic dispute. Also, a New York City businessman sued by Bishop Lamor Whitehead. That and more. Chris Talk starts right now. Let's get into it. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Chris Talks, where we discuss any and everything under the table. I am your host with the most, Chris Talks. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Can you hear the background music? You sure? All right. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode. Okay, so hope y'all having a good day, because today has been a very long one for me. It's one of those days, y'all, where it's been a long one for me. But I am still here doing what I do. So, wait a minute. Put that back. Okay, that was something different. All right, y'all. So, let's check out a couple of these stories right here. All right, so for all my new listeners, y'all know what we do. I'd like to welcome y'all to the channel. And to all my old listeners, thank y'all for tuning in and continuing to tune in. Thank you so much. All the links and everything right there is right up on your screen and all that good stuff. All right, so let's check out this story. This is about a 21-year-old man who was shot and killed by NYPD officer following a domestic dispute. Wonder what happened in that situation. So let's check out what happened in that situation. Cause this sounds like something. I don't know. This sounds like one of those senseless things. You know what I'm saying? So let's let our AI take over and do what they do. All right, hit that.
A 21-year-old man was shot and killed by NYPD officers on Roosevelt Island. The incident occurred late in the evening at a 540 Main Street apartment complex following a domestic dispute. His family had alerted the NYPD, claiming the young man was not medicated and possibly under the effects of marijuana. 4 officers responded to the family's call. One officer remained in the lobby while the others advanced upstairs. The man confronted the lobby officer, having descended in another elevator, failing to subdue him with a taser. Officers were compelled to use deadly force when the suspect charged at them. The young man was taken to a hospital, where he died an hour later. There were no other reported injuries from this incident. The NYPD's Force Investigation Division is presently reviewing the event to establish further details.
Yeah, they need to, because it sounded like a couple of officers were scared there, and they want to do their job there. But I mean, because this is something real, sounds like something real small. A little domestic dispute, claiming the young man was using was under the influence of medical marijuana. But medical marijuana. So, I mean, how does that story really sound to y'all? I'm just being honest. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest, because if he's only under the influence of a little bit of medicated marijuana, I mean, come on. Apparently, he's getting it for something. You know what I'm saying? But there was a. Let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, here's a brief news report on that. Check this out, yeah.
Breaking news right now. Police opened fire on a man with a knife, killing him.
Let's get right to the scene and the latest information from CBS 2's Christina Fan. She's live on Roosevelt Island with a look at how this deadly encounter unfolded. Christina?
Doug and Natalie, good morning. Police responded to this apartment complex behind us late last night after getting several calls that a man was threatening his family members with a knife. The suspect's relative called officers, telling them that he was not only off his medication, but also believed that he was under the influence of marijuana. 4 officers responded to 540 Main Street around 11:30 p.m. and then split up once they got inside. While 3 officers got into an elevator, the 4th kept the lobby door open, waiting for backup to arrive. Police say that's when the suspect suddenly emerged from a second elevator in the building and charged towards the officer at the door, swinging the knife.
That officer retreated outside of the lobby, and then the suspect then charged towards the elevator occupied by our officers, still armed with the knife. The officers inside the elevator attempted to deploy a taser and also discharge their firearm, striking the suspect.
And this is a photo of the weapon recovered from the suspect's right hand. Police say they tried administering aid, but the 21-year-old died an hour later at a local hospital.
Really? Come on, people. Y'all really believe that? Y'all really believe that was that force? Let me just ask that question. Do you really think? Yeah, drop that a little bit. Do you really think that that type of force was really necessary? I just need to ask that question. Do you really think that type of force was necessary? Cause I have to say this. I very much doubted that it was really that necessary. They say he was on some meds and then he didn't take his meds and then he smoked some miracle marijuana and then he came down with a gun and then they deployed a taser. And I mean, so you deploy one taser, deploy another one, and deploy another one. But it's no need for the shooting. I mean, I understand, and some of y'all might be saying, "Oh, he had a knife. He was coming at." Even if this person was coming at him with a knife, and I've mentioned this before, I'll say it again. The police officers need to be retrained, and I'm just keeping it real. These officers need to be retrained because, I mean, even in the Army, they teach you in certain security, depending on how far you go in security, they teach you how to take a knife out of somebody's hand, to get it out of their hands, instead of, you know what I'm saying, having to pull this down. To me, these were some scared officers, and they just pulled out because, like I said, because they were scared. Because they could have did different things instead of killing this man. So I don't know how to really react to this one, because there's so many. I mean, there's so many different things that the NYPD could have done. There's so many different stands that they could have taken. And I mean, I just gotta say, like, dang, man, like, dang, and that it's real sad when things like this happen. So we do send our condolences out to this family, and should the officers be punished? Some of y'all might be asking, should they be punished? Yes and no. And I'm gonna say yes and no because it's a two-headed coin on this one. Should they be punished? Yeah, if there was a way that they could have prevented from pulling out their weapons, which I think they probably could have prevented from pulling out their weapons, then yeah, some officers need to be charged. But if in their investigation they find out that there was probable cause to do this, like real probable cause, which I'm assuming that there is some type of video or something, because this happened in a building, and that's what need to be disclosed is that video. If there is any, if there is any, I'm just speaking. I'm just giving you my view and my opinion as I always do. But if there is any video, then yeah, and then those people, they need to be charged, and yeah, they need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. But other than that, if it is um, justifiable, because they don't show him charging the cops with a knife. You see what I'm saying? Please understand this. All of this is just say. It's what they say. It's, they say this, they say that, they say this, they say that. There's no video on this, or no video that has been made present yet. So until that is made present, then we could, get some real judgment. But other than that, like I said, if they did something wrong, they should be punished. If it's purely justifiable that he was really, really like on some, Jason joint. Now I mean to make fun, but if he was on some Jason joint with the knife, then maybe yeah. I don't know, and that's my view and opinion on that story. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, so let's get to the second story. You gonna get to the second story? Oh, okay, no, yeah. Let's pay the bills or whatever. Yeah. Okay, so if you like this content and want to hear more of it, um, all the links and everything are right there. Sorry, all the links and everything are right there on your screen. And y'all know what to do. I really want to get to this. Can we do that later? I want to get to this story. I'm sorry. Yeah, I have my friend here, and they're just watching. My friend Bill. What up, Bill? Say what's up, Bill. You don't want to say what's up? All right. So I'm gonna say what's up for Bill. Hi, Bill. How you doing, Bill? He's just sitting in the back. He's just chilling and listening to what we do. Okay, so let's get into the second story. Which is a New York City businessman is sued by Bishop Lamor Whitehead, arrested for luxury rental car scam. Wow. The bishop doing car scams? See, this is what kind of bishop is this? Let me pull up this bishop's picture and see. Uh, oh, okay. Okay. Oh, no. Okay, I see who this is. Oh, man. Whew, this was the right story. Y'all gonna hear it, cause this is I don't like this guy. I do not. I don't know why they give me this. I do not like this guy. But let's let our AI play this story. Let's get right into it, people. Let's do what we do. All right, hit it.
A city businessman, accused by flashy Brooklyn Bishop Lamor Whitehead of slandering him to the FBI, leading to federal charges, has been arrested for allegedly running a fraudulent luxury car rental line. Brandon Belmonte, 39, was busted for allegedly using two straw buyers to get financing for his luxury car fleet, hiding that they'd really be used as rentals for his business. VIP Cars NYC in Astoria and the Bronx. According to a federal indictment, Belmonte also was accused of hiding from insurance companies that the vehicles would be rented out. The indictment charges. Belmonte appeared in Brooklyn federal court Friday, flanked by his lawyer James Miskovich for an arraignment where a not guilty plea was entered. According to court papers, Belmonte, of Montclair, NJ, and the straw buyers, one of whom worked at BIP, allegedly provided lenders with fake earnings statements and phony bank account records to make it look like they were financially stronger than they really were. The trio knew the lenders would not finance the sale or lease of the luxury vehicles if they knew the true intended purpose for the vehicles or the true financial status of the straw buyers. The indictment charges, similarly, Belmonte hid from insurance companies that the cars would be used as rentals so he could get coverage. He later lied when submitting claims for accidents. The court filing claims. In one example of the scam, from April 2020 through May 2020, Belmonte submitted claims for 3 separate accidents involving VIP's cars, falsely claiming the vehicles were driven by construction company employees when they were actually being rented out. The indictment claims. In another instance in August 2021, Belmonte submitted a claim for a parking lot accident, saying he worked for Homeland Security, and claiming he wasn't involved with VIP. The indictment says, Assistant U.S. Attorney Rebecca Schuman asked the judge to hold Belmonte on $100,000 secured bond because he was a flight risk. Mr. Belmonte changed his cell phone number several times in the weeks leading up to his arrest, causing us to wonder if this was an attempt to evade arrest or law enforcement intervention. Schuman said, but Miskovich requested his client be released without bail. Noting Belmonte doesn't even have a passport. Belmonte had changed his phone number because he had been receiving threats by associates in relation to this case, which prompted Miskovich to speak with the FBI regarding safety concerns. The lawyer said, it is unclear whether the threats relate to this case or directly to the fraud scheme that the defendant is involved in. Schuman countered. Belmonte was allowed to walk free Friday on $100,000 bond backed by his mom Judith Belmonte. But he can only travel in parts of New York, New Jersey and Connecticut. Magistrate Judge Nora Scanlon ruled. The mother dialed into the courtroom from her Connecticut home saying, it's very hard, he's all I've got. Prompting Belmonte to tear up. Belmonte is charged with conspiracy to commit wire fraud and is due back in court August 16. In March, Bishop Whitehead sued Belmonte for $200 million, claiming that if not for Belmonte's interview in The New Yorker and with the FBI, the fraud case against Whitehead in federal court wouldn't have been brought. The suit is still pending, but Belmonte hasn't responded to the case. Whitehead claimed Belmonte was actually the con man and said he hoped the feds will now reevaluate his case. I want the world to see how the bishop is being painted as a villain instead of a victim, Whitehead told the Post at the time. Whitehead's lawyer didn't immediately return a request for comment.
So, let me dissect this real quick. So this guy, Lamonte, let's pull up this guy's picture. Is he? Okay. Yeah, of course. A non-melanin, overweight, non-lover. No, yeah, overweight non-lover. And then this guy is pretty much a con man. Basically. He's pretty much a con man. It's just like and I'm not a big fan of this bishop. Him suing him for $200 million is outrageous. I'm gonna get into that, but first let's get into this guy. This guy, Fairmont, is apparently a straight up con artist. I mean, let's be honest. This guy, I need to turn that down real quick. I think this is too loud. I mean, some of my viewers, they tell me they hear it louder than I do. But this guy, Belmont, I don't know how many times I got to say it. This guy's obviously a con artist. And he's been doing this for a while. A while, people. A while. For him to pop up to the FBI. I mean, come on. I mean, this guy's been doing it for a while. And he's been, like they say, he's been using this company as a front company to do whatever. I, I'm just saying, there may be some other stuff that they're not saying. It could be for laundering money, could not be. But it's obvious that this guy, he got this little hustle, and it's making serious, well, not little hustle, big hustle, that's making serious money. And he's making it through insurance schemes. That's what he's doing. Insurance fraud, y'all. And apparently this guy is good at it. But he came across, and I'm telling you, he came across the bishop. And now the bishop is trying to sue him. Now, this bishop, I don't like this Bishop Whitehead or Whitehall or whatever the heck they call him. I don't like this bishop. This is to me, he's a fake for all God's sake. You know what I'm saying? He's not, like, when I just be like, bruh, who is it? Like, bruh, this dude is, I don't want to get too deep in it, but this dude, he is the fakest bishop. I don't know how he is in the industry, in that industry of religion or whatever. He's just a real flashy bishop, and oh God, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Taking money from people who are going through real hardship. You're sitting there flashing around. You flashing around with your fancy suits. You're flashing around with your Rolexes. You're flashing around with your Maybachs. You're flashing around with your Bentleys. You're flashing around with your boats. You're flashing around with your planes. You're flashing around with all of that. He's no different to me than Heflo Dollar. You know what I'm saying? He's no different. Same thing. Fake people. These are those fake bishops who represent fake churches, and you got people following you, and they sitting there. And that's the sad part. They keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving and giving until these people, they're like, I don't know. They go from being people of God to celebrities. And celebrities, I don't care what celebrity you are. Celebrities, please, you're not people of God. Not really. Not really. I don't want to put nobody under the bus, but in my opinion, in my view, not really. Not really. And this is one of those flashy bishops. And as you can see, what he's trying to do, he's trying to sue the con man for $2 million. For $200 million. Claiming that if not for him, the FBI would not be even looking at the bishop. Do you really? But can I do it, bruh? I don't think so. I think the FBI, whether these people were, whether this guy, whether you crossed him or not, FBI still be looking at you because you yourself, as a bishop, is a con artist yourself. And a lot of these, you part of that group. I had did a yeah, I had did a story on fake pastors and fake bishops and fake churches. All y'all fake people trying to represent God, like y'all. No, y'all not. Y'all not. I said on that episode, I said on this episode, if you go to a church and they hand out a goddamn plate and tell you to pay your tithes, that ain't the church for you. That ain't the church for you. It's not the church for you. And I'm not trying to turn nobody from their church. I'm not trying to turn nobody against their church or against their religion or anything like that. But for those Christians, the so-called Christians out there, you tell me once, listen, comment on it if you want. Bring up your chapter, bring up your verse. Bring up your chapter, bring up your verse where God said, where Jesus, not God, Jesus said, put money in the church. Pastors, bishops, I challenge all you. I bring it. That type of noise, that type of heat, I welcome it. I welcome it with no problem. When they come to God, I welcome each and every challenge, each and every one, because there's too many fake pastors out there, and people are really following them, thinking that they gonna make it if they do this, if they do that, if they do this, if they do that. Listen, man, you want to know the truth? The truth is right there in your hand. The truth is right there on your nightstand. The truth is right there when you go there every Sunday. The truth is right there for you for free. Only thing you got to do is read it. That's it. That's all you got to do is read it. You ain't got to give your money to these bishops and to these pastors thinking that you the one bought your way. You cannot buy your way into heaven. You can't. You can't. You cannot buy your way into heaven at all. There's not $1 or 1 cent that you can use to buy your way into heaven. It's not going to happen. And for some of y'all sitting there, y'all suffering. Y'all suffering bad. There's people suffering worse than y'all. But as far as in America, you're suffering. But yeah, you're giving your money to a church that ain't giving nothing back to you. Now, there are some churches that they give back to the community and all that stuff. I'm not hating on any church. Please don't take it the wrong way. I'm not hating on any church. Every church do what they do. What I'm saying to you is this. Recognize it. When you recognize it, even the words say when you recognize it, you depart from it. You leave it. And this is the type of person, I don't know who follow him, but not a day in my life would I follow this man. Now, it is not one word that could come out this fakeness that will make me follow him. Not one single word. One word. Because anything that he got to say is, to me, it's my opinion, anything this man would have to say would not be of the Bible. He would only try to use the Bible to benefit him. And that's a con man. So these are two con men that just clashed. And both of them just happened to be dealing with the FBI and just got more heat up on them. Listen. God said don't play with him. So let's give this knucklehead what he deserves. Hit him. One more time. And for God's sake, you don't understand. That's my opinion and that's my view on Bishop Whitehead. What kind of name is Whitehead? Don't you get that on your nose? Like, don't you get whiteheads? Oh, no. Oh, my bad. They're called black. Okay, yeah, blackheads. Yeah, blackheads. But this guy, he's fake as crap. Okay, but I do want to read this though. I want to read one of the. I'm gonna read the comments because I'm so happy I'm not alone in this. Arrest one of the commenters. Arrest both. He can't even fix his front teeth. I guess the investigation will find out more about them both. And another one says, he's a thief and a snitch. Thief and a snitch. I don't know about the bishop being a snitch. I know this bishop is a con man and he's a thief. And whatever church represent him, you need not to attend. Because they all probably in the line to get in his spot and do what he do. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the person that replaced him will be better. But he himself, no. This man is a con artist. And he will get exactly what he deserves. Exactly what he deserves. Oh my goodness. There's a bug on me. There's a bug. Woo. Whoa. That was a big bug. Whoa. That was a big bug. That was a big bug. That was not no regular fly. I don't know what the heck that was. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Bug landed on me. Not a fan of bugs. Not a fan of bugs, people. Not a fan of bugs. All right, everybody. We're about to get up out here. Y'all already know what to do. Yeah, I'll say it one more time. Just for the heck of it. If you like this content and want to hear more of it, y'all already know what to do. All the links and stuff are right there on your screen. Hit that subscribe, like, and share button. Also, if you have something that you want to promote and want to do it on my show, hit me up and we'll work something out. So, as always, stay blessed and not stressed. Until next episode, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.